Good morning students. Unit 1 Pointers and Dynamic Memory Location. So in this video we want to study about what is pointer, how we are going to declare a pointer variables and initializing pointers. Next, accessing variables using pointers. Program to illustrate pointers, where we can use pointers and how we can use a pointers. So first we study about what is pointer. A pointer is a derived data type in C. Pointer is a variable which points to address of another variable. Pointers provide an efficient tool for manipulating dynamic data structures such as structures, linked list, queues, stacks, and trees. So let's take an example of normal variables. Quantity equal to 179. Here, this statement instructs systems to find location for integer variable quantity and puts the value 179 in 5000 memory location. So in above statement, quantity is a variable, right? So 179 is a value and we are going to store in that quantity variable. So when we declare this variable, so it will create a memory location for quantity variable of type integer. Okay, so here 5000 is a address of that quantity variable. Okay, so next one is a declaring and initializing a pointers. Pointers variable contain addresses that belongs to separate data type that must be declared as pointer before we use them. So how are we going to declare the pointer variable? Let's take a syntax, data type, and using asterisk symbol, then we have to specify the pointer variable name. So example int star p. So this declares the pointer variable using asterisk symbol. Okay, so next we see how we are going to initialize the address of the variable to the pointer variable. Okay, so this process is called as a initialization of pointer. So let's take an example int quantity. Okay, so this is a normal variable. Next one is the int star p, means this is a pointer variable. Okay, so next statement indicates that we are going to initialize the address of the quantity variable to the pointer variable using a ampersand symbol. So next, so till now we are initialized and declared the pointer variables. Okay, so now using pointer variables, how we can access the values of those variables. Okay, so let's consider here quantity equal to 179. So p equal to ampersand quantity. So we declared the we initialize the quantity address to the pointer variable. Okay, so to access the pointer variable values, we have to use a asterisk symbol. Okay, so next statement indicates that n equal to star p, means so n is having now that pointer variable value, that is 179. Okay, so let's take one small program of pointer to illustrate. Okay, so int x comma y, we declare two variables and one pointer variable. So for x we assign 10 values. Okay, so ptr equal to ampersand x. So x variable address is assigned to the ptr variable, pointer variable. Okay, so first printf prints that value of the x variable, that is 10. Okay, so next printf is %d is stored at address %u. So here x comma ampersand x. So x is, what is the x? So x contains 10 and ampersand x is a which returns the address of that variable. So that is a, assume that 5000. Okay, so assume 5000. So next statement is a %d is stored at address %u. So comma star ampersand x comma ampersand x. So see the carefully the star ampersand x. So first we are accessing the address of that x variable, then we are using a star, means asterisk symbol. So here first we are going to access the value of that x variable, so that is a 10 and comma ampersand x. So ampersand x means we are printing that X variable address. So next statement, percentage %d is stored at address percentage %u star ptr comma ptr. So star ptr means, and the ptr is a pointer variable. Okay, so using before pointer variable we use asterisk symbol, means we are going to access that value of that variable, pointer variable. Okay, so next is the ptr. So ptr means it is going to print the address of that variable. Okay, so this is about the pointers. So next, pointer arithmetic. Like other variables, pointer variables can be used in performing arithmetic operations. Okay, so we can also use this pointer variables to perform an arithmetic operation. Okay, so let's take example here. If p1 and p2 are declared and initialized pointers, then following statements are valid. So y equal to star p1 multiplication star p2. Here p1 and p2 are the pointer variables, and using asterisk symbol we are accessing those values of pointer variables. Okay, then we are going to multiply those both p1 and p2. So the next statement indicates that addition of pointer variables. So sum equal to sum plus star p1. Okay, so using asterisk symbol again we are accessing the pointer value, and we are going to add with the sum variable. Okay, so this is about pointer arithmetic. So next one is pointers and arrays. When an array is declared, compiler allocates base address and sufficient amount of storage to contain all elements of array in contiguous memory locations. The base address is location of first element of array. Consider the follows: int a of 5 1 2 3 4. So array of 5 is containing 5 elements. Okay, suppose one is starting with the 1000, and assuming that each integer requires 2 bytes as follows, right? Because this is a data type of integer. We can access every element of x using p point incrementing by the pointer variable to move from one element to the another. That is p plus 0 equal to ampersand x of 0 equal to 1000. So 1000 is a memory location, right, or a memory address, and using that memory address we can access the value of that memory address, right? Like this we are going to access the values. So next one is the pointers and character strings. So we can also store the strings into a pointer variables. Okay, so what is the difference between normal characters and the pointer character strings? Because when we declare a str of 5 and we store a good value in that variable, so good variable length is 4, and we declare the string of 5. So here we are using one memory location. Okay, if we suppose we declare that character variable using pointer, so it will create how much data is there, that much of memory location will be created. Okay, so this is the main advantage of pointers. It will reduces the memory usage. So next is the array of pointers. Okay, so here array of pointers means same. In the last slide we studied about we are going to declare the pointer variables for the character strings. So here also there is a multi-dimensional array. So name of 3 and 25. So here name of 3 is the 3 different name we are going to create it, and 25 is the length of that variable name. Okay, so the total size of 75 bytes. Instead of making each row fixed number of characters, because we are going to store in first variable as a New Zealand, and second one is Australia and India. See, so what is the length of the New Zealand? It's around 10 characters, right? So it's simply wasting of remaining 15 characters, and the second variable is containing Australia. So here we are using again remaining memory location be simply waste. So like this, to reduce this we are using a pointer variable. So in example character star name of 3, so we can declare equal to New Zealand, comma Australia, comma India. When we declare like this, so memory will be created how much data is available in a character name. Okay, so Like this we can reduce the memory allocation. So next one is the pointers and functions. Unlike normal pointers, a function pointers points to a code, not to data. Okay, when we assign the pointers variables to the variable, okay, so it will points to the address of that variable, not to the value of that variable. Okay, we do not allocate or deallocate memory using function pointers. We are not going to allocate or deallocate the memory locations. Okay, the function name can also be used to get function's address. Using these address pointers, we can also get the function address. Function pointers can be used in place of switch cases also. Okay, so as functions returns only one value to called function, but by using pointers we can also send multiple values from a function, you know, right? So if we call addition of two numbers, so where the function will be returns only addition or a sum of the two variables. Okay, but we using pointers we can send multiple values to a main function. Okay, this is the main advantage of pointers. So next one is the pointers as a function argument. You know, right? Call by value, call by reference. So in a call by value, we are going to pass the value as a function arguments. Okay, and in using pointers, we are going to pass the address of that argument to a calling function. Okay, so below example shows that x equal to 20, so change of ampersand x, so we are calling the change function here, and int star p, that is a pointer we created here. So here we are going to change the star p plus 10, so star p is having a 20 value and plus 10 is a 10, so we are going to add these values and we are going to store in a star p, means that is an x variable, so it will return and it prints that percentage d is a 30. So what is the output of this program? That is 30. So now next one is the pointers and structures. Name of an array stands for address of its 0th element. Same thing is true for names of array of structures variables, right? So before that, what do you mean by structure? Structure is a collection of data elements of different data types, right? Okay, so here we are using structure inventory. So and we have created two structure elements, and one is a pointer and one is a product. Okay, so this statement declares product as an array of two elements, each of type struct inventory, and pointer is a pointer to data objects of type struct inventory. Okay, the assignment ptr equal to product, which assigns the address of 0th element of product to pointer. Okay, so once we assign this pointer variable to the structure element, structure variable, okay, so we can access the structure members, right? So how we are going to access the structure members? Using this pointer. So below statement shows that how we are going to access the structure members. Pointer, this pointer name, right? So ptr, this pointer number, ptr, this pointer price. So like this we can access the structure members. Okay, so these are some questions appear in the exams. So thank you.